welcome back to Whiteboard Wednesday. We're going to continue on a little bit with what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago with objectives and tactics and that sort of thing. And what we're doing today, or like this last week, is scoring. We're scoring our script. One of my teachers explained it to me as what we do when inspiration fails us, because of course as artists we want inspiration to come in and everything is just going to be magical on stage, but sometimes it's not, so we have to do some homework, and we're going to what we call score our script. So here's a little rubric. It's just a little basic rubric for just some acting one stuff that I find important. We want to break things down into this areas here. And so if you look, kind of have it up here on the board, we're going to break the thing down, our scene or our monologue, into beats, manageable pieces, objectives, which we went over. What do we want, of course, in that beat? How are we going to get what we want? And this is important too. If you remember from the memory section too, we talked about imagery. You know, we want to turn the words in our head into pictures. So it's really important, because if we're not seeing pictures, then the audience isn't going to see the pictures. Okay? And then most importantly, overall, is that desire, the need, raising the stakes to a high level of desire, so that we can actively pursue our objective, and well, sometimes, a lot of times, life or death need there. So I actually have a former student of mine, graciously donated their work. One of the things we start with is the prophet. And so if you kind of take a look here, you can see how they've broken it down. This is a scored script. So they've broken it down into beats here, manageable pieces. Of course, it helps with memorization. It also has their objectives here. Watch your thoughts. Oh, I'm sorry, unlock your thoughts. Looks like seek independence, discover the truth. These are all objectives that they want. And so how are they going to get those objectives? They're going to use their tactics by overwhelming, to nudge, to jibe. These are great actable tactics that we're going to do. And going on in there, she's underlined images, bird of space. Like, what is that image? What does that look like? And so how do you become that image so that you can reveal that to the audience? So she's got that. And it looks like there's nothing underlined for the moment of true need, but that is something that you definitely want to consider. Maybe she's waiting on that. She hasn't gotten to that yet. Sometimes too, even in rehearsal, right, we don't really discover what it is. It's hard to sit down and just write this stuff out. So you kind of, you use a journal and make discoveries there. It's always important to write down your discoveries. So maybe in rehearsal, in the moment, you'll discover what your true need is. Or in the moment, you'll discover, boy, those tactics I have isn't there. And so when in rehearsal, what I was saying, when that inspiration takes over, you kind of have to remember that, write that down in your actor's journal so that you can kind of figure that stuff out too. So this is just a great way, a basic way to start, right? This scoring process can be huge. There's a whole list of things to consider as you advance. But in the beginning, we're going to focus on that to help you get started when inspiration fails. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.